Hello children, welcome to yet another science class. In today's class, as usual, we are going to see the lesson called joints in our body. Okay, and already we have completed 3 more classes. In that class, we have seen what are the different types of joints, what is joints, everything, and the lesson is also completed. Today we are going to have revision because Monday you have exam and I want you to write by understanding with your own words. So now in today's class I am going to give you the entire lesson summary from the first page to till the last page which we have seen yesterday. What are the concepts we discussed that we are going to see now. Now the name of the lesson is what? Joints. So what is joint? Joints are the bone structures, soft, which are small and connecting various bones. Connecting structures. Okay. So the entire skeletal system is working only based on the joints. Different long, short bones are joined together through a small structure called joints. So now we will see what are the different types of joints. Already we have seen we have mainly 2 types of joints called movable, immovable. So movable joints, immovable joints. From the name itself you can understand movable means the joints which can move your wrist, your hip region and all. If you rotate, it will rotate. So those joints are called movable joints. Coming to immovable joints, your ribs, your brain, just you touch your head, you can see a tough portion which is the skeletal system, the skull covers your brain, and your skeleton is like made up of several small bones and connected with the joints, and that is immovable. Okay, so we have 2 types of joints called movable and immovable. Based on the work we are naming it as movable and immovable. Then we saw that types, we have different types of movable joints. Immovable is very less, but movable, depending upon the place where it is found, depending upon the function what it is doing, we can divide movable joints into several types. For example, the first type is called pivot. So we have nearly 4 types of movable joints, and the first one is called pivot. So where can you find this joint? In the neck. To touch your neck, there you will have a joint which is connecting your skull upper part and the shoulder bones. That connection, that joint is called pivot. It is found in the neck, and the function is it can rotate and twist. Okay, because of that we are calling it as pivot joint. Then we have another type called ball and socket. What did I explain about ball and socket? Ball means a ball-like structure. Socket means a bag-like structure which covers. So ball bag is, you just imagine a water bottle and the lid covering it, or any type of bottle with the lid covering it. So how the covering of the mouth, how the opening is there, exactly to fit into that there will be a covering. Okay, because of that we are calling it as ball and socket type of joint. Where can you find? You can find it in hip and shoulders. So if you touch your shoulder, your shoulder body side you will have this kind of socket type, and your hand bone end will have this kind of ball type. So they will fix into each other. Because of that only you are able to move your hands. Same way in your hip bones will have this kind of socket type, and the leg bones will have ball type. So they will fix into each other, like how a water bottle or any lid is covered with the outer cover. So you can find such things. What is the function? You can rotate in all direction. So now why we are dividing into different types based on the place where it is present, based on the function it is doing. So pivot is present in the neck and it is used to rotate and twist. And ball and socket is present in the hip and shoulder and it is used to rotate all directions. See, your neck, you cannot rotate all the direction. You cannot take your neck back, complete back, opposite back you cannot turn. But if you take your hand from top to bottom, you can rotate for the entire side. So you can call it as ball and socket type. Then we have another type called hinge bone. This is present in your knee and elbow. Where you have hinge type of joints, in your knee and elbow you have this, and the function is only one direction, which means you touch your knee and your elbow half. See, elbow you can rotate, you fix your hand up, you can fold front side. Can you fold back? No. So only one direction. If a joint is helping to move, you can call it as hinge bone. And we have a last type called gliding. You have this gliding type of bones in your wrist and ankle. And if you see, it is like sliding type, one on another. So you can move this sidewise, up and down. For this little slide, see, one bone this and another bone is on top of it. So that is joined together. Because of this, we are naming it as gliding, for it glides over each other and help for the sliding movement of our wrist and ankle area. And what else we saw? Next, disease. So now we have learned what is called joints. What are the two types of joints? Again, in that two types, what are the different types of movable joints? Where they are present? What is that function? Now, if the bones and joints are not working properly, what will happen? What do you mean by disease? Dis-ease. Ease means comfort, happy. Disease means not comfort, problem. So, if our body parts, organs work properly, then we are happy. No problem for us. But if a particular place is not working properly, then we will get some problem, pain. That is called disease. Now in the case of joints, if we are not taking care of our bones, what will happen? Bones related disease you can divide old age related, because whether you are spoiling or not, when you get old, for sure the bone disease, joint disease will come, because for a long time we are we are using that. Because of that, some problems we will face. So such disease we can face. And overuse and accident kind of thing. So you could have heard your grandparents always saying knee problem, and most of the old people, after say 50 years or 60 years, they will go for the surgery called knee surgery, which means in their leg, the connecting joint between the thigh bone and the leg bone, because of the continuous so many years working, will get spoiled. So when they go to operation, they will remove that joint and they will fix artificial joint. So that is one of the disease, arthritis. And overuse. Continuously, if we use some particular part alone more and more, that problem will get disease. For example, tennis players, they will use often their hands more than us. See, we use our hands whenever we write, we do some work, that's all. But tennis players, daily 4-5 hours they have to practice. And when they go for the tournament, playing and all, again several hours they have to play. So what is the meaning? Continuously their elbows, again and again when they use, they will get some problem, disease in that place, that is called tennis elbow, because of that over usage. An accident, when we fall, because of that we will get some problem. That is also one of the problem related with joints. Now we will see how can we take care of our joints. The first care is exercise. Because when we do exercise, when the continuous movement is given to all the joint parts, some enzymes will be produced in our body. That enzymes will take care of the body bones, in particular bones, without any damage. The next is balanced diet and proper body weight. These both are connected together, because when the body is too much weight, then for sure we will get joint problems, in particular this knee joint problem in elders. It is not only because of the old age, because of their body weight, so many years the knee joints are carrying the weight of the entire body. So if the weight is normal, then they can carry, but if their body weight is over, the knee joint will not grow, right? That will be in the normal size and shape only. Because of that only problems will come. To avoid this overweight, we should go for the balanced diet. Unwanted food we should not use. Unhealthy food we should not use. We should select food which are very good in vitamins, proteins, all kind of minerals, nutrients, and that alone we have to eat, and we should avoid overeating. So children, in today's class, I have given you the entire concept of this lesson called joints in our body. Last 3 days we were seeing that the lesson is completed. For your Monday's test, today I have given you an elaborate revision, and already I have sent you a set of question papers, study questions, like 6 sample questions. You read that thoroughly. In the case of science, I want you to understand one thing very clearly. I don't want you to memorize whatever answers given in the classwork notes and write. You have to understand whatever concepts I am teaching, and with your own writing you have to write. And if I twist and ask questions also, you should be in a position to write by thinking, observing, analyzing and writing. Right? For that only today I have given all the concepts here. For example, without giving any question in the classwork, simply if I ask, what is the difference between ball and socket joint and gliding joint? You just imagine, I have not given this in your classwork, this question, and it is not there in your PQ question from the book back, and it is not there in the workbook. But you should answer. How should you answer? If you listen my class thoroughly, you can answer. Or if you find difficult, I couldn't understand some particular part, re-see again and again. Now it is very nice that you have this as recorded in your YouTube. So one time if you are not able to understand also, if you listen again and again, for sure you will understand. So as I said, suddenly if I ask a question, what is ball and socket and what is gliding, just you have to compare and write where it is present. Ball and socket we can find only in the hips and shoulder. We cannot find them in other place. That is one point. When you compare gliding, gliding can find only in the wrist and ankle. We cannot find in other places. Ball and socket is used for the movement in all the direction, whereas gliding joints are used for sliding purpose. So if you know the concept, whatever I ask, you can compare and write. Okay. So with this we can complete. You read thoroughly for your exam. Reading means listen the class again and again 4-5 times, even 10 times. Read the entire textbook 4-5 times or even 10 times. Then take the questions at the book back. Read the question. You yourself will say the answer without sitting and memorizing. Take the workbook. Read the question. You yourself will get the answer without memorizing, without seeing anything. Same way, take the model sample questions I have sent. You can answer very easily without memorizing. Got it, children? So prepare well for the test and for your exam. Before 10 minutes of the exam time, take your note, pen, paper, whatever you want, get ready, and immediately whenever you get the question paper, open it, write very neatly, write the question with the answer, date, test number 1, science subject, everything should be there. And the moment you finish, take photocopy and send immediately. Don't delay. Okay? Okay, let us wind up today's class. Meet you again. Thank you.